You
Oh, we go. What's that video? What up, everybody?
What's going on, YouTube? Instagram. Oh. YouTube.
What?
Instagram, Facebook. How y'all doing? Facebook and Instagram. Just come over here quickly and subscribe and press like, and then go back to Facebook and Instagram. YouTube, what's going on? How y'all doing? Happy. Hey. Hi, Gran.
Granny, what up? Salute.
You said what?
So tell them how they can find us. I think they know. They don't know.
Oh, well, on Instagram, we are Truth Be Told Podcast and Truth Be Told Podcast 365. Facebook, we are Truth Be Told Podcast. And over here, we're Truth Be Told Podcast 365.
I don't know what to do. Give me a second. I'm sharing the live. Share the live as you will, please. Share the live.
Yeah. I want these limited edition Fenty lip glosses. Oh my gosh. I mean, they all feel it's just the flavor, but the heat, oh my gosh. Crazy. It feels so good on your lips.
You sound like you're some Diddy shit. What's going on? I can't share this shit. What's going on? Why don't you let me share the live?
I don't know. But you're not a girl, so you wouldn't understand.
Okay.
About lip gloss.
I told that girl shit while I'm sharing this shit.
It's like when we wash our hair with a shampoo that has like maybe mint in it or some kind of mintish thing, and you get that tingly feeling. It's so good. Thank you.
Like that.
Yo, let me tell you, because it just feels good. But I have bought some sanitary napkins. What is the name? From Honey Pot, Honey something, right? Oh my gosh, them shits are minty as fuck, and it feels good though. It's a comfortable pad, but it's just
with mint on it.
Not tampons. I don't wear tampons. Ladies, don't wear tampons. They're very harmful to us. No, a pad.
A pad. I mean, you mean a pad with mint on it?
It didn't have mint. I don't know what it was, but it was just I don't know what it was. It was supposed to be like natural, like all natural shit, but they had to add something to that shit because when I was checking the comments, everybody had the same experience that I did.
You want some mint in your click?
Well, listen.
Yeah, click, mint.
I remember I sprayed some icy hot on my back, and that shit dripped down my butt crack.
Your ass was icy hot.
Yo, was it? It was the oh my god. Damn. I don't even know what. Like, I just had to lay on my stomach. It was very, very weird.
They put some icy hot on your ass and make that nigga.
No, it just went like it literally just touched the crack, and I hurt and wiped it, but it was just like it didn't go far. It went right to the dent, and that shit just felt like my whole ass was on fire.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ass on fire. What's your name?
My name is Dana Anad, aka Vintage Opulence.
I mean, vintage is a word that's you got to look it up. And I say it in my special. It means like rare, one of a kind. It ain't like no bullshit. It's like vintage, like vintage. Yeah.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah. It's like a good thing.
We're gonna swear you in like you with the Diddy trial.
Do you swear that the evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get it in motion, baby. And King Glam in your building. Share the live, please. Share the live. Subscribe, like, comment, please. Let's get this algorithm growing, man. I want to get 10K following by the end of this. Subscribers by the end of this year. We can do it.
Oh, that would be nice, you guys.
That would be great. If y'all can get me to 10K by the end of the year, I will what should I do? Some crazy shit. I will do a show with a Nicki Minaj wig on, pink wig. Like,
let's do it anyway.
Huh?
Do it anyway.
Oh, shit. Shout out to Nicki.
Do you swear that the evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Diddy, do you do Diddy? Diddy.
Do not turn it into Madea or Shanae. Like, we're not gonna have a female character from you.
I'm not gonna act sweet. I'm just gonna have the wig on. I ain't gonna say I'm acting gay. Ain't this shit. I'm just gonna.
What do you have the wig on for?
Because I'm.
All right. So, and I'm gonna tell your wife to put your shirt in the dryer for extra long, and to make you one of them drinks with the umbrella, and you can come on the camera and say, "Hated it."
Hey.
Remember that from In Living Color?
I want the truth.
Hey, no, you do. Listen, it's going down in the Diddy trial. So what you know so far about what's going on?
All right. So who testified? The best friend testified. She said that she witnessed Puff dragging Cassie down the hallway in Jamaica. She was screaming. What else? She witnessed her punch. Was it her that said he punched her in the stomach? I believe. He choked her. He choked the best friend. Wound up paying the best friend. They were best friends for 17 years. So he choked the shit out of her and then paid her $30,000 to not speak. And that was the last time she ever spoke to Cassie. This was the first time that she's seen Cassie and Puff since then in court.
This so good.
Huh?
This you choking. You ain't choking me no more, nigga.
Right, exactly. She was like, "Nah, fuck that," because she did say they asked her something about like the friendship or some shit, or when was the last time she seen Cassie, and she was like, I left them crazy people with their crazy behavior, some shit like that.
The truth.
But yeah, she was like, "Nah, I just need to see it once. I just need to feel it once. That's it." But she did have an attorney contact him, and he wound up paying her $30,000, which was, I guess, was a lot of money back then. But right now, that ain't.
He snorted that shit.
Huh?
Snorted that shit. You already know that shit snorted up.
Well, she did. She did say that the three of them used to do drugs together, and not just, if y'all want to call weed a drug, but they didn't only just smoke weed, but they did shrooms, they did opiates. They did some of everything together. And then she did say that her and Cassie also did it on their own, but that's what addicts do. She's not just gonna, she's already an addict, so she has to do it. She's gonna do it without him.
Who's gonna do it? The white girl?
No, Cassie's gonna. She's an addict now. Like that's what the fuck they do. They do drugs. They're not just gonna wait for somebody to get high.
I hear that shit. Did he say you wait for me, bitch? I need some of that crack. Some of that whatever the ecstasy, whatever they was doing, the bomber shit.
One of his, what was it, like his ex bodyguard, I believe, testified and said that he witnessed him doing a bunch of shit to Cassie. And I do want to correct myself. Gina is not 50's son's mother. 50's son's mother's name is Daphne Joy, but Gina is the one that Carisha was going back and forth with, not Daphne Joy. But Daphne Joy, she was also brought up in there because she was messing with Puff as well. And that's why 50 was calling her and Young Miami sex workers, and then she wound up doing a lawsuit against 50, saying that he raped her, but nothing ever came of that because she was lying. Dawn, did we speak about? We didn't. No, because Dawn just testified. Dawn testified, but from what they're saying, it's like her shit is going back and forth because they're asking her like, if he did these things to you and you were able to get away, why did you continuously try to work with him? So that kind of looks weird because probably in the back of her mind, she was like, yo, I'm going to get this nigga for something. But not thinking like, girl, when you do get him for something, if this is how she's thinking, if you do wind up taking him to court, you got to think about if he doesn't settle and you do have to be, cross-examined. It's like, so what are you going to say?
I heard she's switching the story up.
Yeah, they said that it's a little bit. And they saying that Aubrey O'Day and Gene Deal, they're not going to call them because they've been voicing their opinion on social media for a long time. So I think, and also I believe, I don't think they're going to call Albie Shore either. That they did say the same people that said that they weren't going to call Aubrey and Gene. They said they wasn't going to call Albie Shore, but on another video I seen, Albie Shore said that the prosecution did reach out to him, and he just hasn't given them an answer yet. So we don't know if Albie Shore is going to testify. And then another video said that Puff actually he did everything but Diddy Bop coming into the courtroom today.
I didn't hear that. What are you talking about?
I want the truth.
He came in the courtroom dancing.
He ain't coming to courtroom dancing. Who told you?
That's what the white man said.
Nah, he said the white man was Diddy bopping. I heard that when he's taking.
No, he said that Puff came in doing everything but like Diddy Bop. He came in, he was hype. He felt good. Like he said, he didn't know what his team said. They probably telling him, "Yo, we got this," because everybody that's sitting this stand is not credible.
I didn't hear that Diddy Bop shit. Ain't no way in hell you gonna Diddy Bop in a federal trial like you got this.
Listen, my first thing when I heard that shit,
I think you heard wrong. I think he was Diddy Bopping on some drugs.
Did I send it to you?
Yeah, but you might have sent it to me, but I don't think.
I sent it. I believe it was from one of the people from Long. What is that thing?
Hold on. Law and Crime? No, yeah.
What did I send you? I didn't send you that.
You sent me some shit like
that.
I
was listening to it in the car with my mother. I know I'm not bugging.
I found a Diddy Bop.
It was a white man.
I know what you're talking about. Hold on.
What did he say?
Said he was Diddy Bopping on drugs. The white man.
Well, I don't know. Look, the first thing that came to my mind was that he was high.
You said Diddy was Diddy Bopping.
He's excited.
I don't know. We got them Obama shade pills from. Hold on a second. Oh, I got it.
And then can we hold on though? Can we also highlight that the person that said they didn't say that Obama was doing fucking drugs with Puffy. They didn't say that they have the same drug dealer. They said that they witnessed, they seen fucking ecstasy with Obama's face on them. And ecstasy usually has a character on it, or it always has something on it.
Why gotta be Obama though? I know why it's Obama. We want to fantasize of him being president again. So we take that Obama pill, and he comes up in a fog.
Because they just fucking stamp or draw different faces or cartoon characters on them stupid ass pills.
Nigga, don't Obama. You saying Obama a stupid ass character? You just said stupid ass.
No, also on the stupid ass pills.
Oh, stupid ass pills. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to fucking?
So that doesn't mean that they have that Obama was sitting there doing fucking ecstasy with him.
Obama would never do ecstasy. He knows better than that.
But Choke made a video of that, and I'm just like, you got to take that down because that's not what was said.
Diddy allegedly kept videos of his assistant Diddy bopping on drugs as in blackmail just in case.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Yes, it is. You said Diddy bopping. Diddy bopping. I didn't know.
Okay, this may I seen this. I seen this,
Right?
but that's not what I'm talking about.
Why would you? So you trying to say he was doing the puff dance coming in?
The white man said that he danced into the fucking courtroom.
Why would he dance into the courtroom? That makes no sense.
Hi, Kels. I don't know. He makes no sense. I mean, he's on trial for doing a bunch of bullshit that we think, like, why? And, I mean, I don't know. I did read in the comments that Obama said he sniffed, past tense, he sniffed coke. I don't know about if he sniffs coke right now. I don't fucking know. But Obama's on the trial, so who cares? His face was on ecstasy pills.
Obama sniffed coke? I didn't know about my president. My president coke?
But that don't have nothing to do with anything.
I mean, shit. I never
So,
heard of it. Is that true? Allegedly? Or
I don't know.
This is presidency, post presidency. When was coke in play? When him and Michelle was going back and forth doing them hard cram sessions in college. What they was doing? Snorting coke. You can't get no. Well, yeah, listen, man. Obama ain't the only president that did a line of coke. I'm sure a lot of other presidents before him did some dangerous kind of shit. You know, shit that we don't want to, even think about. Obama, Obama can't do nothing bad. Obama can fucking wake up. He can come outside with a dress on, with roller skates, singing.
We still going to
singing every woman, and we will still fucking call him our favorite president. So let's not play the game. Let's not. We don't give a fuck what Obama did.
Well, Kels might not, but a lot of us would.
Yeah, I'm sure Donald Trump done sniffed a line or two. I'm sure Donald did a bump. I'm sure Donald, at one point in time, at all them parties he was going to, went in the back and smoked some crack. I'm telling you.
I want the truth.
I mean, his allegedly his sons do it, so I don't know.
Allegedly, Donald Trump kids smoke crack. I'm not gonna say allegedly. They do. They all smoke crack. I'm sure they did crack once in a while, or they do
crack, coke.
I do them coke, crack, all that. I'm sure they do it. I don't care what you say. I'm not saying allegedly. Sue me. If you get it, I'm sure you got
allegedly.
I'm sure them niggas got that crack face. They got that face when you took a hit.
You never heard
what
rumors, Kels, please stop it. Obama has done weed, coke, and tobacco. First of all, weed and fucking tobacco is not drugs. So you saying that like, oh my gosh, he smoked weed and he smoked a cigarette. Okay. Probably still do. Please get out of here with that.
I want to play the video for the they interviewed one of the sex workers.
One of them. They had a whole lineup of them shit.
This one is called The Punisher. Punisher pulled up tonight. Let's play a little bit. I'm gonna run through this.
Of this alleged sex worker, this male performer, Sheree Hayes, The Punisher, has continued by the prosecution. How are these sessions scheduled? Hayes responds, I'd be reached out to at 5 or 7 p.m. for later. They'd ask for a sexy scene, but I knew it would be more. How would it start? Hayes responds, baby oil, a sexy atmosphere, Mr. Combs would direct. Why is this important? Well,
again, if Combs is the one who's conducting, if he's the one who's directing, that goes right to the racketeering charges. It puts him right in the middle of all of it.
The oils, Johnson & Johnson.
Is that the evidence?
That's the evidence. That's the baby Johnson. That's the Johnson & Johnson.
Oh my gosh.
Now they give that to a family that can use it. They'll just waste the baby oil. They'll just throw that away.
What? That's going in the evidence box in the back of the precinct. And then every now and again, the cops are going to go and use it like they use all of the other evidence.
I want the truth.
They gonna put it on the Billy Club when they knocking niggas out.
No, when they fucking Abner the Weimer and people.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. You think Abner had baby oil in his butt when they did it? They did Abner dirty.
No, they fucked him up in the ass with no lube.
Oh, so now they got baby oil, so it'll be a little better for them now if they do it.
What?
Yeah, I agree. And it's very consistent with what the physical evidence is, consistent with the testimonial evidence. I think the jury is in a position where they're going to have to, where they might actually say, okay, we're confident about certain things, right? We're confident, right, Serena? We're confident that he abused Cassandra Ventura, that he physically abused her. The testimony, the video, the pictures, corroborating testimony. I think they also had freak-offs. There's no denying about it. It's just, what does that amount to? Does that amount to racketeering or sex trafficking? Those are the questions. So here's another important question. We got it from Mikey John. This is for you, Serena. Whatever Cassie's role was of either victim or co-conspirator, do you think there's enough evidence to convict him even without her? That's an interesting question. So if the jury says we're awash with her, we don't know what to believe, what not to believe, everything else, well, can they convict him still of racketeering? Can they convict him still of sex trafficking of victim one, meaning Cassandra Ventura? What do you think?
I think without her testimony, it would be very difficult. You need somebody who was victimized in this situation, that being Cassie. We'll see who else comes forward. But I don't think a jury can find beyond a reasonable doubt that certain elements of these crimes were committed without having an actual victim that they believe was victimized.
Will, how does the defense, this is my question, how does the defense properly defend against transportation to engage in prostitution? There are two charges there with respect to two alleged victims. So basically, it's that Combs would have transported sex workers and alleged victims with the intent for prostitution. There's not threats needed. There's not force needed. There's not coercion needed. You know, she had testified that these people were paid, that she had freak-offs in different locations, that there was at least one sex worker who was used in multiple cities. How does the defense defend against this?
That he isn't the one who transported her, that he had nothing to do with who came to the freak-offs. We know the freak-offs occurred. We know, I mean, the defense said in the very, very beginning, Attorney Garagos, in her fantastic opening statement, that the case is about voluntarily adult choices made by capable adults in a consensual relationship. So essentially what the defense to that would have to be is that he wasn't involved in procuring anyone. He came into these situations as they were. And as he texted back and forth with Cassie, he loved being in these situations, but he had nothing to do with bringing folks from point A to point B and didn't know who was going to be there at all. He also had nothing to do with paying them in any way, shape, or form. That's the defense.
So we go back to, well, the defense also said, I think in their opening statement, hey, he paid them for their time and experience, not for sex work. Maybe, you know, he enjoyed the stories that they had to tell and their companionship. All right. So anyway.
I'm about to cash a $50,000 check for an accident I was involved in over 5 months ago. The same accident.
Scamming.
Continuing on with live updates from court, the continuation of the questioning of the Punisher, Sheree Hayes, one of these alleged sex workers. Prosecutor asks, how did the direction work? And he responds, Mr. Combs might say, sit forward, move the camera, or what would happen sexually. You know, one time during sex, he dropped a stack of money. He said, I like this S. Okay. Then there's this one. How much baby oil did you use? And Hayes said, a lot. We were supposed to be glistening as much as possible.
Shit.
How long did they last? 4 hours. A lot of waiting, maybe 40 minutes or so. I was supposed to finish in a, sorry, this is graphic. He was supposed to, I'm gonna leave that part out. Just let's say that they completed in a very specific way. So reading that in real time, apologies. Okay, so Serena, as we're reading this, you have to wonder if it is quite intense and it is prolonged. And, you know, Cassandra Ventura testified last week about being urinated on, yet there was testimony from somebody who said she instructed the worker to do that. But you have to wonder, the more elaborate these are, does the jury say, how on earth was she able to actually consent to this? Did she really consent to this? And it goes to the psychological defense, that while on paper it might have looked like she consented, are there coping strategies at play? Are there traumatic issues at play? I think the more the prosecution establishes how strange and elaborate and intense these sessions were, it does beg the question, was it really consensual?
Right. And when you're prosecuting a case, you can provide as much information, evidence, and facts to a jury as you possibly can. But at the end of the day, when they stand up and go back to that deliberation room, it's up to them to think about all of it and to use their common sense and make reasonable inferences from the evidence. You can't put everything into their minds. You can only kind of influence.
I want the truth.
Did you see those sex? Did you see the sex workers?
I did, but can you take this off because this is kind of boring? And I seen that they posted one where Neo's name is mentioned.
Wait, who name?
Neo or Usher, one of the two. I can't remember what I just read. Hold on.
Against sex trafficking.
What's that?
I heard Kid Cudi is gonna be
a witness.
Is gonna be a witness.
Kid Cudi.
Mm-hmm. Kid Cudi is gonna be a witness.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Oh, 1 second. Here we go.
You see it?
And I'm gonna show you the sex workers. You think the white girls? You don't like white media?
No.
You want some nigga telling you some shit, girl? Diddy done did some shit. All right. Anyway,
let me see them. I've seen. Let me see if any. None of them are attractive though. Let me see. She's next. He's the freaky one.
She's a very kinky girl.
You can find another song that says
what'd you say?
Neo and Usher. He said Neo and Usher.
These are the victims.
Okay, yeah. Look, 2 hours ago. Hurry up. Let's see. Come on, let's hurry up and see these people so we can see that one.
Where that at? I don't know.
Wait, let's see how they look first. It's on Law and Crime. Your bestie.
Oh, okay. So these are the Damn.
Oh, I thought he liked big black cock though.
She don't got a type.
That was That was what was said. He liked big black cock. And that's why the nails have to be painted white because he liked to see the white nails on the BBC.
Are you serious?
That's what was said in the beginning. Now I see all these white men and then remember
government evidence.
Remember the first guy, the sex worker that testified. I think he was the one that was peeing. He was like peed on her or peed in her mouth. Did he say that his boss called him and said that there's whoever is looking for, he couldn't find no black dancers, so he called him and he was the only one that went over there. And when he got there, oh, it was white men first. Oh, okay. When he got there, he realized it was something different because she had the mask on. He thought he was going to like what do you call this shit? A bridal shower or the thing that happens in the beginning, the day before the party. He thought he was going there, but then remember he said Puff was in the corner. Kels, is that your friend that you was telling us about?
Who friend?
Remember Kels told us that he had a homeboy that went somewhere and Puff came out.
I don't know.
He said it. Kels, is that your homeboy? That first sex worker that testified?
What?
Like the story.
That nigga was setting cable up. How he was doing some lighting and some shit like that.
That could have been that could have been his costume. And Kels just didn't tell us all of that.
Damn.
Kels.
All these just like headshots.
Yeah.
These just look like model niggas. Like these like the niggas.
Yeah, none of them are attractive though. I don't know what they seen in them.
No,
don't.
You wouldn't let any of these niggas come in your house?
No, I won't.
Lay you down?
No.
Massage your butt?
No. Not even if it had icy hot in it. On it. In it.
Listen, I ain't judging no nigga. Listen, it is what it is. She was. All these niggas.
I mean, why can't you say that? Then you can say that the man is handsome.
I'm not
saying he's ugly, but do you find any of them handsome?
I ain't saying no. I'm gonna never say another man handsome. You bugging? Why would I need to say that? Why?
Because it's okay for men to say that about other men.
Nah, I'm not gonna say nothing.
You look handsome. You clean up nice.
No.
So you don't compliment your homeboys? If you
compliment and say you're handsome is two different things. If you're what do you like?
If you was like to hook up your homeboy with one of your wife's homegirls, how are you going to describe him? You just going to say he's good looking? Nobody want to hear he's good looking. I'm like, how good does he look?
I'm gonna say he's not ugly. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say he's not ugly.
Are you gonna say he's not ugly? So say that's your go-to. That's your escape. He's not ugly. Either he's ugly or he's not ugly.
All these niggas put that dick in Cassie. All these weird looking niggas. Weird cat dick. How many dicks you counting?
I'm not counting because it was more than that.
1 dick, 2 dick, 3 dicks, 4 dicks, 5 dicks, 6 dicks, 7 dicks, 8 dicks, 9 dicks, 10 dicks, 11 dicks,
Can
12.
you go to the Neo and Usher, please?
Where okay, hold on. I'm
2
counting
hours
I'm
ago.
counting the faces with the go along with it.
They're not even cute, let alone handsome.
Where am I looking for?
2 hours ago. It's once if you go to videos.
Law and Crime?
Yes, it's the third video.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah.
2 hours. With
Usher, Neo. It says Usher, Neo just named in P. Diddy trial testimony.
It's Law and Crime? P. Diddy evidence drop bags.
It says, yeah, go to videos, not live.
Oh, okay. All right. Diddy choked. Okay, I found it.
No, that's the best friend.
Found it.
Damn, I cannot find that video. I was trying to look for it, but I was also trying to pay attention.
Plans and recipes.
A bombshell name drop during testimony in the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking and racketeering trial. Why were singers Usher and Neo brought up in the courtroom? We're diving into the connection these A-listers and music legends have to the now disgraced music mogul, and what the night in question that a witness claims they were in attendance for means to how this trial could play out. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
There he go with that loud ass mic and headphones.
Yo, get your mic down. Put your mic down.
I just put it on. Like, what do you want me to do?
Big names in Hollywood,
Y'all can see
music
me?
industry.
Yeah.
That's not breaking news, but it was a bit of a surprise this week when Usher and Neo's names came up during testimony. The witness that brought up Neo and Usher was Dawn Richard. She was once a member of the singing group DIDDY. That group was signed to Diddy's label, Bad Boy Records, and she also sang for another bad boy group called Diddy Dirty Money. Sean Combs was actually part of that group. It was a trio. They had a few songs that came out between 2009 and 2011. Prosecutors called Richard to testify. Now, before I get into the moment where Usher and Neo were brought up, I want to take you through her testimony and what led to the point that she brought their names into this. Now, Richard told prosecutors in 2009, she witnessed Sean Combs allegedly attack his then girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, the singer known as Cassie, who has already testified in this trial that she was abused by Combs physically and sexually during their 10-year relationship that ended in 2018. Now, here's a line in the transcript where Richard said, quote, "I observed Cassie being attacked," and then when asked who attacked Cassie, she answered, quote, "She was attacked by Sean Combs." In the incident in 2009 that Richard talked about, she said she was recording.
Who's Richard? That's Kid Cudi?
No, what's this girl's name? Dawn. That's her last name.
Okay.
Music at Combs's LA home. Cassie was making eggs, and then Combs comes downstairs, quote, angry, and was saying where the expletive was his eggs. Excuse my language. And he was telling Cassie that she never gets anything right, where the expletive is his food. And he proceeded to come over to her, took the skillet with the eggs in it, and then tried to hit her over the head with it, and she fell to the ground. Richard told prosecutors that she witnessed Diddy allegedly attack Cassie multiple times, physically beating her. And while she was a member of Diddy Dirty Money between 2009 and 2011, she said it was frequent that she would see these things. She said that Combs would, quote, punch her, choke her, drag her, slap her in the mouth. I saw him kick her, punch her in the stomach. Now, when it comes to Usher and Neo, their names are brought up related to an incident in 2010 that happened at a restaurant in California. Dawn Richard was asked about this incident, both by the prosecution and defense, but it's interesting how her answers and the details she gives are different depending on the questions that are asked. Richard was asked about that incident. It was in West Hollywood, California. There was a restaurant, a dinner with a lot of powerful people in 2010. And at that dinner, Richard says Diddy allegedly punched Cassie in the stomach. She said, quote, "We were having a private conversation. And when we're all sitting, eating at the tables together, when I say we, I mean some bad boys, some of our other label, and some celebrities were in the room, and they were secretly arguing, and he punched her in the stomach." Sean Combs punched her in the stomach. The prosecution then asks, quote, who, if any of Mr. Combs' employees were present? And Richard says Harv Pierre, Capricorn Clark, Mia, D-Rock, Bonds, myself, and Kalina Harper. Now, the prosecution then asks Richard about Harv Pierre. He was a bad boy executive and he answered to Sean Diddy Combs. The prosecution also asked how, quote, employees reacted to Combs allegedly punching Cassie in the stomach, to which Richard answered, they didn't. No one intervened. We didn't. I want to take a break from this story and bring you a law and crime legal alert. If you were given a Depo-Provera birth control shot and we're all at this.
Put off a birth control,
How
lady.
much should good car insurance cost you a month? $80? $120? Nope.
Restaurant, Richard answers, Harv Pierre, Capricorn Clark, Mia, and myself, Kalina, our bodyguards, which was Bonds, and D-Rock, Cassie. The question continues with the defense asking, you remember who was all there, right? And Richard says, mm-hmm. The defense asks, do you recall alleging several celebrities were actually there? And Richard says yes. And the defense then says, quote, so when the government asked you who was all there, and I asked you who was all there right now, you didn't mention any of the celebrities, right? Right, Richard says. The defense then asks Richard to name the celebrities. And then she says, quote, Usher was there, Jimmy Levine was there, Neo came through. There were a few others too. I don't recall those people, but those are the ones I remember talking to. The defense then pressed Richard a bit, asking why she didn't say those names before when she was asked about who was there by the defense. And Richard says she was just repeating what she told the government in their direct examination. Usher and Diddy go back decades. Usher lived with Combs for a year, actually, when he was just a rising star in the music industry. He was 13, 14 years old at the time. Usher actually spoke about living with Combs in an interview 8 years ago on the Howard Stern show. Here's part of what he said.
You're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Now, as far as Grammy winner Neo, he is someone who has been known to be a friend of Diddy and to be in the same social circles over the years. He faced backlash for a comment he made in the wake of Diddy's arrest during a performance in New Zealand last year, where he reportedly said, quote, on stage, I was sexually assaulted and I liked it. I had a great time and I'd do it again. He later apologized for that and said, quote, in an attempt to be playful with my fans, I made an insensitive and irresponsible joke while on tour, and I'd like to truly apologize from the bottom of my heart. This is according to the UK media outlet, The Metro. Now, the other name that Richard mentioned was Jimmy Levine. He is a music legend. He is known as the co-founder of Interscope Records, so an incredibly powerful person in the music industry. It's important to note that in her testimony, Richard did not specifically say that any of the three actually witnessed that alleged moment where Combs punched Ventura in the stomach, but she did say that they were allegedly there that night. Now, none of the three have released statements since their names were brought up in court. Combs is on trial. He's expected to be on trial for roughly 7 more weeks. He's charged with racketeering, sex trafficking by force, and transportation to engage in prosecution. He has pleaded not guilty. Joining us now once again to talk about this case is former prosecutor and criminal defense attorney Safa Robinson Ferrer. Always great to have you on Law and Crime. Usher's name, he comes up yesterday, and that was kind of a moment where people clearly recognize who Don Richard was talking about. What should we take away from that anecdote and the fact that Usher's name was brought up?
The fact that Usher's name was brought up, I think one of two things about it. On one hand, it's irrelevant. It doesn't go to prove or disprove whether Mr. Combs is guilty of the charges as alleged in the indictment. On the other hand, I do think that it provides background information that there were other individuals that could have possibly observed these alleged assaults or attacks on Ms. Ventura. Not only that, but if the government intends on establishing a timeline or a pattern of events with respect to Mr. Combs, his enterprise, and their dealings with individuals from the public or in the industry, it's good to note that the allegation, or at least the testimony came in, that Usher was involved with Mr. Combs early on in his career when he was approximately, I believe, 14 years of age, that he had gone to some sort of academy through Mr. Combs' enterprise or business. And the government can certainly use that to show a long pattern of behavior, dealings that he may have had with other individuals in the industry, and also to establish that Mr. Combs and Ms. Ventura had this longstanding relationship, that not only, you know, there were a select few that got to observe, but that publicly some of these allegations of violence happened, and that other people observe those things.
And when we look at the transcript, and I have it here, and you have the defense asking why Richard did not talk previously in conversations with the government about Usher being there, Jimmy Levine, who's a famous producer, as well as the singer Neo. Should we take anything away from that, that it appeared that their names didn't come up earlier when she was having conversations with the government?
Yeah, what we can take away, and what the defense is essentially trying to do here, is really strike at her credibility. What the defense did during its cross-examination is say, well, these other individuals were there and you didn't disclose their names until now. And why was that? If you are participating in a government investigation, you're presumed and you should tell the truth, the whole truth, and the full truth. And you failed to disclose a significant thing, which were the other individuals that were present. You failed to disclose that to the government. And now it's only today, as you're testifying, that we're just now hearing of these other individuals, Usher Raymond, Neo, and other executive producers that were involved or possibly witnesses to the case. Again, striking at her credibility because she did not tell the full truth at the time she was asked by the government, which later down the line during closing arguments, the defense can get up and say, you know, Ms. Richard testified at A, B, and C to you. However, she failed to disclose X, Y, and Z, and that's why you shouldn't believe her. That's why you should not give her the credibility that the judge is going to instruct you on, and the jury can take that into consideration.
And one thing that's been apparent throughout all the witnesses thus far is clearly this was a relationship that had a lot of domestic violence incidents, but this isn't a domestic violence case. Yet it seems like there's a lot of people who witnessed physical abuse. And in this case, you have Usher and Neo. I mean, these are A-list celebrities who are seeing Sean Combs punch his girlfriend allegedly in the stomach, which is something that you would think if you saw that, you know, on the outside, if you think you'd stop that, you would step in, you would say something, but apparently they didn't, according to Don Richard's testimony. Does any of that, the fact that he was doing this out in the open, play towards taking some of the domestic violence incidents, but showing that it was a much larger thing, which is what the government's trying to prove?
You know, so with respect to the other individuals being present, although there's an allegation that they were present, and they're not really allegations, it's just background facts. I don't know that Ms. Richard has testified that they actually observed the striking. You know, maybe they did, maybe they did not. But I don't think that that's going to do any benefit for the government as far as knowing that these things happened more broadly. I mean, it's clear as day that this case is rooted in domestic violence, that Mr. Combs was domestically violent towards Ms. Ventura, whether it was isolated behind closed doors and just Ms. Ventura, and they're a close select few were testifying to this, or
you can stop it now. I just wanted to see what it was that she mentioned about them. But the criteria of the, what is it, the RICO? What's the other one? The truth. Racketeering. They could get that just from Cassie. But doesn't that mean, but those charges carry where you're doing it to multiple people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, but if it wasn't about multiple people, they could charge him on just Cassie alone. Because I cannot remember the criteria, but he was dangling her career and finances around to keep her. Every time they moved, every time he had a house or a home or whatever, he made her live two fucking blocks away. He kept her close so that she couldn't leave, and he always knew where she was. And what the third one was the him with the them with him with the sex workers.
Mm-hmm.
If it was if it was based on just one person, I think that they would be able to find him guilty on just what he was doing with Cassie alone. But because it's multiple people, they have to, prove that he did that to multiple people.
I think if it was Cassie alone, they'd probably, charge him with kidnapping, something like that, because it's a single charge. But
yeah.
he had,
And you would think that because don't they usually throw in like the high charges, the mid charges, and the low charges just to make something stick, or is that just state and the feds have like just specifics? Because the state does everything to make sure that something sticks. If they don't find you guilty on this, you're going to be found guilty on something else.
Right. Well, you know how the federal law is definitely different. So, there are, you know, their charges are bigger charges. RICO, you know, cross the state line, terrorists. Ooh, damn.
Yeah,
that nigga did that.
Yeah, I think that's when they didn't say. Well, the videos that I watched, they didn't say when this happened. I'm not sure if they mentioned it in court, but the best friend, the old best friend, did say that he did knock out.
That's the white girl, right?
Yeah, she fell and hit her head, and she was like unconscious for like 20 seconds.
Damn.
So
how she fell and hit her head?
She said that the girl fell and her head bounced on the concrete.
Look at this bullshit, y'all.
And I believe that was in. This
nigga did.
I don't know if that was in Jamaica. Matter of fact, it was somewhere because they were running to hide and they laid on some concrete or inside some people's bushes, some shit for like 30 minutes, trying to get away from him. But
this nigga Diddy. Who the hell he think he is? Yo, this nigga.
What you mean? Who he think? This is who he is.
No. I know. I'm just saying that's who he is. I'm just saying who the hell he think he is. I mean, like, nigga, who you gonna get away for life? Nah, bro. This is gonna come out. Look at this lady's lip, yo. Oh man, look at this.
Hells, but the crazy thing is,
allergic to seafood.
Things came out before that, and she had excuses. So
listen,
people like just the same way people are brainwashed or were brainwashed again with Jay-Z. Like you start to see,
I'm with you.
Point, you realize like, yo, this is not the person that I thought it was.
I'm with you, but I always compare it to like if a woman say no, I mean yes, and then that last no means no, right? Same thing. She could enjoy life, she could have the money, but when she got tired of that shit, yo. You know, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. And he didn't respect that. You know?
Yeah, but what about but it's not that, because that leaves it open to you saying that she enjoyed it all the time.
No, I'm not saying that she enjoyed it all the time.
And she probably
she got her fill. You know, that's it. I mean, it's not to say that everything was always, you know, she was in a domestic violence relationship, but I'm sure that
probably wasn't always bad times.
Right, you know, with maybe the trips and the clothes. I mean, she was getting, you know, she was doing things, you know what I mean? But that domestic
clothes and the car, if she had a car, and the apartments that she mentioned was to keep her clothes, and also because he stopped her bag, so she couldn't pay. She had to live somewhere, and then the trips was to keep her ass close. So
you know. I mean, and then, you know, the event, she's outdoors, she's getting known, she's getting famous, you know.
This is when she so-called fell off an ATV or some shit like that.
She like, fuck this, I don't want no damn fame no more, nigga. If I'm getting my head busted open with it, nigga. I want the truth.
And
done with you.
Tried to get away multiple times, and the one time that she actually did get away, she was able to stay away. And that's what people like. I think that her line was drawn many years ago, but there was nothing that she can do.
Yeah, like I said, sometimes
it's for 10 albums.
It's just hard. Yeah, you know, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Who was going to buy her out of that where she wasn't going to be in debt and she was going to be able to take care of herself? Nobody. Because it would have been, they would have had maybe 4 contracts that was fucking 4 360 deals to make sure that they got their money's worth. To buy 10 albums from a Puff.
Nigga Diddy wanted a punching bag for 10 albums. This nigga, he
wanted 10 albums. Kathy wasn't even like, and no disrespect to her, but she wasn't even one album worthy.
Right, she's not that type of talent.
You know what I'm saying? Right. He should have just kept her as a fucking model. But because this is what music is and what they turned it to be, all you need is a pretty face. And get a little bit of dance lessons, and they can fix your voice in the studio. When you go perform live, you got your mic is off. You just looking pretty. So he should have just left her as a model, but she even said it like.
I mean, even if he left that a model, he's not gonna still bust her ass. Like,
nah, he would have, but I'm just saying,
know what I mean?
trying to turn her into somebody that she wasn't.
Is this nigga trolling again?
Yeah, you know that's AI. You know whoever he hired for his AI.
50 was there. He went through in a free Diddy shirt. He said he got a home equity loan for $20K him to put out the second.
The mother.
The mother what?
The mother put out
first of all, Diddy was forced her to do that shit. Diddy was like, yo, listen, you better give me $20,000.
Wait, what happened?
You know, or what? You know, whatever for the money I spent on your daughter.
What? Wait, can you tell me what happened, please?
She had
the mom, Cassie's mother, went on stand as well.
Okay, and said what?
And she was talking about how Diddy went over to her house, demanded $20,000 because, listen, I took care of your daughter. And the mother and the father actually went to the bank, you know, to put a loan out against their house for $20,000, sent the check to Diddy's enterprise, but Diddy sent it back.
Oh, he sent it back?
He did.
Wow. I didn't know that.
I wonder what was his, because clearly he had to have some. He maybe was trying to make it seem like he was paying them, or I don't know. But
that nigga said, yeah, I'm spending this money on your daughter. You understand? Give me $20,000 right now.
Yeah, but why send it back? And what is $20,000 going to do?
Because exactly. So he was just, I guess he was trying to teach him a lesson, make it exact. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah, like you don't give me this money, then
these niggas and these AIs, man. AI is the devil now. Freak that.
I like. I'm not a fan.
AI is the devil. The devil. Listen, I am. The devil changes things. At first I was the internet is the devil. Freak the internet. The AI is the devil.
This is real. This is real.
Yeah, real my ass, nigga.
It's real fake.
It's the devil. Look at him. Freaking motorcycle angle all wrong and shit.
You saw this? Yeah, didn't feel that way.
So, Kels, would you do this for $20 an hour?
What?
When your free day.
Why would I?
$20 an hour, because
$20 an hour.
Why would you?
$100.
Okay, good. You haven't taken good. Because Glam, would you do it
for 20? I do it for $50 an hour.
No, would you do it for $20?
No, I'm not going out. I'm not. Listen, I'll be out there with a t-shirt. Don't free Diddy. Nigga, I'm gonna write don't right on top. Don't.
But they said that most of those people are homeless people.
They gotta be
whatever it is. They gotta. If I'm hungry, I'm homeless. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand the homeless people doing it, but anybody that
don't ask me if I'm doing it for real.
Don't be fucking seen in that shirt on the damn news. Or in the blogs.
What the Mexicans at? They would have did for $1.
You can't go over there after work, Vintage. It's out there in Brooklyn, ain't it?
I'll see you down there, Vintage.
I'm not. Yeah, no, thank you.
You're out there. You're closer to you. I mean, you know.
It is, but no, thank you.
You know what I'm saying, I think you vibe right in with those people. You look just like them.
I look homeless.
Not homeless, just like them. You look like that lady right there talking. You look like everybody.
Yeah, and guess what? She couldn't be bought.
She could.
No, I'm just saying she is there, but I'm just saying
she's just there just to speculate and be nosy. She's not just saying free fucking Diddy.
I don't know what that shirt.
I think
she doesn't agree with it.
I could see you walking right in that group. Look at this. Is Richard in there?
Nope.
Right.
Be outside and you don't see no smoke. Vintage is not around.
Free Diddy because Nikki said so in the back. That's what's gonna happen.
Nikki did not say. If y'all can remember, Nikki did say she's plotting to see how she could take Cassie away from Diddy.
What?
Yeah, see, bars. Always real bars. She's plotting to see how she could take
plot-
Cassie away from Diddy. Do y'all not remember that feature?
The plot
That
is
was on
gone.
the Earth show.
She didn't do anything. The plot is gone. It's gone.
Well, her and Cassie are close friends. What can she do? Nobody could do anything. Her own best friend of fucking 17 years bounced.
Look at these niggas. Look at the drugs.
Come on.
Look at this nigga. This nigga look like he got something. He's just trying to hold it together. That last nigga look like he just
You don't think they all have something?
He said, you know what? I got something. I'm just trying to scheme. I'm trying to hide it.
He was like he just came home and
This nigga said, I got
you sexy, you should go strip, and he wound up getting into the sex business.
This nigga look like, oh man. Oh man.
These niggas look like
this one.
American Idol.
That one down there with the red hair looks like the Craigslist murderer.
Red hair.
He could be a Craigslist murderer.
Yeah.
That one next to him.
These niggas in the first page.
That one down there next to him.
The first group. Go to the first group, man. The first group just this right here is not a good start. This right here is not a good freak off starter kit.
The only one that looks like they could be a part of that is the bald head white man. The other three look like that white man down on the left
nigga. I would have saw the nigga on the top right. I would have been like,
the two on the right look like,
I was like,
three of them look out of place. The two on the right, on the bottom.
Nah, nigga, the nigga on the black dude on the bottom right. This nigga,
he doesn't even look like he speak English.
He would have walked in the room like
He don't
right?
know. I'm sorry. He
all
look
that
like,
nigga. Them white dudes into them stuff. They're evil. So them niggas. Yeah, give it. Yeah, pinch my nipples.
Rub somebody else's sperm on my nipples.
Yeah. Them niggas they into that. They'll do that with a heartbeat. You know, these niggas be doing bukakis together. So
let's visit how Puppy his peoples.
Yeah.
Let's visit how Puffy's gonna be visiting his peoples. Let's go.
How? We know
right here through the glass.
That dude right there. Oof.
We got that. What are you talking about, man?
He looks
remember we said that Puffy was gonna be when he gets visits, he's not gonna be able to touch them. He gotta put his hand up to the glass.
Yeah.
Right. So I said let's
in Cassie's room Puffy had a freak off starter kit in Cassie's room.
He probably had them shits in every room. You think he's walking around with a suitcase full of drugs and fucking baby oil? Them shits was already in.
That's AI. That is definitely AI. I'm not for this shit now. Stop. This AI is evil. It is the devil. I'm telling you, it's evil. It already, 50 Cent didn't even, he was thinking in his mind of doing something. AI just did it for him. Said,
who's really the evil one? Somebody doing it in AI or 50 for actually posting it?
Is somebody doing it in AI or are they just letting AI just goes on a nigga's algorithm? They could go on his algorithm, see how much dissing he been doing. They said, you know what? We're going to come cute.
Posted it. We wouldn't have seen it if he didn't post it.
Nah, that's too much. Nah, he ain't do a black and a white in one day. He ain't doing all that.
Yes, he did, nigga. He's paying
that nigga. That's AI, nigga. And the nigga skin too. You can tell it's AI.
Team now.
Look at that nigga face all shiny.
Well, every poppin' celebrity has the
that
AI
nigga.
team.
Why is it? Where is his shoulders? He got traps. Where's his traps? The nigga got slouching. He got slouching shoulders. That's not him.
Nigga, that's a older 50 who didn't have all this weight on right now.
No,
it is AI, Granny.
That's definitely AI. That is definitely.
AI.
Oh, my goodness, this is the devil.
I think
this is scary. I be looking at that AI. So I'm looking at an animal, and the animal changes some blob, and it's just some crazy stuff.
Or like the cookies that turn into fucking puppies.
Something just crazy. It just
or something that's just a girl in a fucking romper and she turned into a grasshopper.
Shit just make me want to vomit. Yes.
Some of them things are mad itchy.
It's just what the hell is going on?
Zebra picture.
What does that say?
Most likely to get caught with 784 dildos and a gallon of lube.
The devil.
Y'all are very creative.
Yo, these people are evil too. Just like yo.
That might be his high school photo. They just put the.
They just put the caption.
I want the truth.
Not right. That's not right. That's not right.
What? It's not right, but it's okay. Whitney told you that.
I want the truth.
Oh, damn.
Whitney Houston once said, "Crack is whack." So is baby oil. So is that pink powder.
That's one of the greatest interviews ever.
Whitney.
Oh man. Niggas,
I'm so mad that they killed so many people.
Bobby was sweating.
Did you used to watch their reality show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. They used to be dancing all the time.
Oh my god.
And singing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Crack sometimes does good for you. See that? Keep them together.
Choking. What's up, Cia? I didn't even read. I wasn't even paying that no mind. I'm looking over it at Kel.
That niggas. What's up with the bomber smoking crack though? Did he? I mean,
there's nothing.
That's old. That's old. He sniffed.
But that's not what
he smoked it. He smoked in college. Sniffed. He smoked it and he sniffed.
Oh, what? Why are we talking about that right now?
Wait a minute. Why are you screaming though? Glenn asked me a question.
I don't think it really was a question, but go ahead.
Yeah, but if Trump did coke, it'd be a big thing, boy. I'll tell you that. Yeah, nigga, that crack. That's what it'll be. It'll be I'll tell you that.
Well, I didn't read it, Granny. So I don't care. No, it's not something I would ever bring up.
It's okay. It's all right. We all had our, have our little.
No, we all didn't have anything.
Our little ones or two.
I've only
Listen, you have done things that we don't know of. It's okay. It's all right. You have,
I promise you.
Yeah, cheated on you have cheated on your girlfriend, boyfriend. So I mean, you've done.
Yeah, I've told you that.
Yeah, you have done some sins. That's all I'm saying. You have done some sins. We all have. We all fall short. We fall short of the glory.
It wasn't my husband, so it wasn't a sin.
No, hey, listen. Whatever, however angle and position you want to look at it, it's okay. It's okay. But things is what it is, and.
Granny, let's not even get into all of that because we don't have the time tonight.
Granny, I have the time. What is it?
Let
me see. Hey, Pump put a heroin addict. Okay, and he did. Too late. It's all done.
Just read that real quick.
I can't read.
Oh, let me read it.
What
is that? It says. Okay.
Sean Diddy Combs took drugs every day, including sometimes downing Obama-shaped ecstasy pills, his ex-personal assistant told jurors Tuesday. There were various pills, but one was in the form of the former president's face. Combs' one-time personal assistant, David James, said in Manhattan federal court of the type of ecstasy pills he saw his boss take. Which former president, prosecutor, whatever that man's name is said, he said Obama. So it didn't say anything about Obama, right? Like nothing about Obama fucking
not now. He had
them having the same drug dealer. Like it wasn't any of that. So y'all need to stop running with the bullshit.
No, his drug dealer was white.
Like y'all was running with that bullshit that they said Nikki said, and that it wasn't true. The man
drug dealer was white. He
created that site, came out and told y'all that
his drug dealer was white.
Didn't say that.
He put white up his nose. He did it all.
No, so listen, that just like
that's
you say,
that's my nigga though. That's my. That's a real nigga. Obama's a real nigga. He's a real nigga. No, that's all I'm saying. He's a real nigga. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Enjoy life. Just enjoy it. Life is great.
Mama Molly's, man. That's what it is, man.
You know what? I had during the time that Obama ecstasy came out.
How you know when Obama ecstasy came out?
Yeah, I had one. I'm trying to tell you a story.
Oh,
God
shit.
damn.
Oh, wow. Okay.
God damn. You're so rough sometimes. It just hurts my corazón. It's my heart. God damn. Yeah, anybody? No, there's not a story. I just said I took one. All right. Proceed.
No, you said you was about to tell us, so go ahead.
You would tell me how it felt?
What does it feel like?
You just stay up. You have a high, but you stay up. You like, you just
who gave
fully
you
functional.
Where you bought it from?
And my homeboy is I know Nick. You know I know niggas.
Why did you try it?
I just wanted to try it and see what it does. You know, he's like, yo, man, try it, man. It's harmless. But what I didn't take a whole one. I cut it in half though. I halved it. So
okay. And you still got high?
Oh yeah, still got it. Yeah. Get your dick hard, get the pussy wet, all that. Yeah.
Doesn't it ride on however you're feeling? Is that not? That's not the same.
Yes, girl. Yes. 100%.
So you're always horny.
Yeah. No. Maybe at the no. I take it when I'm out, so I'm happy. I feel good. Now I'm really comical. I'm like, this nigga's crazy. That's how you feel. You'll probably be more like, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You don't take in.
I don't want to try anything. I've heard. I hate when people say I just wanted to try it, or I want to try something once. Like one of my homeboys said he wants to try coke. Why?
Control yourself.
Like but it's a possibility that you can get addicted to it.
Control. That's the problem. People don't got a strong mind. Control yourself.
No. Okay. If you say so.
I went through life and.
You are technically
maybe by accident I tried. I don't know. I've been out of my mind sometimes. I gotta wake up there.
You have a lot of stories, and I'm sure you have.
I do. I used to be out a lot. I used to be out a lot by mistake. I did a lot of accidents. I ain't gonna lie. I've done a lot of accidents. When you drunk,
you was gagging up without gloves on, and you made a mistake and went like this. Like, how the fuck could you make a mistake and do coke?
You did coke?
No, I'm not saying I did coke. I'm not saying I didn't say I did. I'm saying never know. Let me
handle the truth.
I don't know. I've been out so much. I don't know. I've seen people do coke in front of crack.
Yo, City popped a tab in '94. Never again be strictly butt. Okay, CO.
Why?
Yeah, it's a tab gets you. It's a different feeling, man.
What the fuck in your mind is like, yo? I just want to see. Like,
because you know what I told myself.
Be that high.
Right. I told myself it ain't coke. So I said, okay, let me. It's maybe a little bit. It's below, in between weed and coke. It's in purgatory. So I said, let me try purgatory. Let me try this. It's cool, but nobody gonna. It's something you get hooked out. I don't know how you're gonna get hooked on that. You can't be like taking them pills every day because you're
yes, they do.
You're up for so long. Yeah, you know what people do, and they got that raccoon eyes, bags on their eyes. They ain't sleeping.
But they also be taking like other drugs.
Something else to go with it, right?
Yeah.
I ain't with that. You see, I tried it. Bye bye. That was it.
Up and down.
That was it. You try something once, and that's it. You just don't like it.
Well, you tried the half a pill once.
No, I mean I took the other half. Wow. Another day. I ain't gonna waste it. You know what I mean?
So you felt like you felt good enough when you.
I felt good. Yeah, I felt good. It's not. I ain't gonna lie. I felt good.
And what did you do when
it's just usually I right. So I'll take it. I took it when I was going out, not when I was like in the house. So I'm going out.
What if you would have started nodding off and shit?
No, that's the thing. I was just partying. I was just
mad hype, and people were like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Why'd you bring him?
Maybe people did ask. I don't know. But I was enjoying myself. I was up. I was talkative. I was like, geez, I was asking myself what was going on. I would go in the bath, take a piss, and talking to myself in the mirror. Yeah, okay, you having a good time? What's that?
I don't want to be that high.
Oh man,
I mean, I talk to myself. I don't answer myself, but you say things. Sometimes you have to say it out loud.
But it was cool. But it was something, after it wore off and you dropped.
Why you didn't wear gloves?
You dropped to sleep. That's it.
Well,
so that's in your system, CO. You a crackhead too.
Hey, that's not nice. Relax.
It's not crack.
It's not weed.
No, it's not crack.
Granny said she tried alcohol a few times, but she kept getting into fights, so she said no.
Yeah, Granny, get it in.
Right. I just smoke weed and drink not even occasionally.
My alcohol consumption has gone down. I mean, every time I go out, I have maybe after two drinks, I'll be feeling, I'll be like, yo, I used to drink more. Just every time, just 2 drinks, I'll be like, God damn, why am I feeling already buzzed? I want to get up here, but I can't because I'm already there already.
That's how I feel. But by the time I'm on my 3rd drink and my 2nd shot, it'd be too late. But I'm glad that the last time my mother said I could open up the door while she was on the highway and threw up. But I don't want to get like that. So my limit is 1 drink.
That's the thing. It's the throwing up. It's the throwing up. It's not the hangover though. I don't throw up.
Yeah, I don't like that.
The hangover factor is just, damn, why you always got to question yourself every time. Like, why I did this show? So, shit. All the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to drink where I could, but I gotta do the trick, the water and the alcohol trick. I gotta keep doing that. That's what I gotta keep doing.
Or what is it do it have a drink an hour apart or some shit like that?
Right. Exactly. But when you know what's so crazy? But when you're going out with your friends, it's the shots. The shots is it's not really the drinks. The shots is the problem.
If the shots be the problem, but then if you have people with fucking bottles and they constantly filling up your damn cup, that's a problem too. So it'd be the shots and the alcohol.
The alcohol, I will do it by itself. I could take my time. You see, I don't have to rush. The shot, you got to drink it with everybody at the same time. Then it's who got round 2? Let's go. You're gonna be fucked up. You ain't got no time to drink my drink.
Maybe about 2-3 weeks ago, I worked the door for my homegirl's husband, and they brought me 2 tequilas, and then my other homeboy poured fucking Moet. I don't even know why I let him do it, but he poured Moet in my fucking cup and filled the shit up, and my dumb ass drank it.
Now you hanging on the door.
I want the truth.
Yo. I went to work. I went to work Monday because it was a Sunday. I went to work Monday.
Damn.
Tuesday I had to have a sick day. I was over it.
How you got through that Monday?
I don't know how the fuck I got through Monday.
People they look at you like.
The good thing is it didn't. The alcohol didn't hit me until I got home because I did have to drive home, but it didn't hit me until I got home. And then, once you close your eyes, the whole world starts spinning.
Damn, that's your truth for that.
Then I had to drive to work Monday. Then I drove the fuck back, and I just said, "Yo, Tuesday, it's a wrap."
You gotta recover
I don't even think I sent my son to school that day because I'm I'm not even driving him to school. Fuck that.
I want the truth.
That feeling is
yeah. I don't like feeling that way. And sometimes you be like, "Right, this ain't doing shit. Damn, I need some more."
I think I just aged out because back in my 20s, oh, you forget about it. I could drink. My 30s,
my choice in my 20s was Hennessy mixed with Moet. I used to be a drunk, not a alcoholic, but a drunk.
Everything. I started with 40s. 40 was my first. Now it was 140, then it was 240s on a Friday. Then I started doing the Incredible Hulks. I was like,
ew, I never liked that. I can't do that sweet shit.
Then I started to, I started with the Hennessy, but the Hennessy it wasn't agreeing with me, it was messing me up, man. It was just messing me up, stomach wise. I couldn't hold that. So I had to go to light. Now I've been with tequila. I've been with tequila forever. Now I would drink other, I'll drink a little champagne, like I'll do, if people is having Hennessy, I'll only have some Hennessy. I wouldn't double.
I'm not drinking. I won't drink at all. I'm lying. I might take a shot, but I swear to God, I won't have no more Hennessy. I don't like the smell of it. I just don't like it. I don't like it.
Right.
I stopped drinking. Well, like after I had my son, it's like when I used to bartend, just the smell of alcohol was bugging me. So I just don't drink. Ever since I had him, I just don't drink. It bugs me. And like you, if I do, it has to be clear. It has to be clear.
That penis wasn't clear. What you talking about?
Huh?
That penis wasn't clear. What you talking about?
Well, yeah, kind of. His father's like, he's like, bro.
Well, that penis I brought you.
Oh. Well, because it was here.
Yeah.
I want the truth.
It was here, and I was actually, when I would sip sometimes, I went through I drank my mother's bottle of Hennessy White. So then I had to move on to your shit.
I want the truth.
We'll see another bottle.
But the bottle is clear right now.
I'm doing tequila.
It's up on my TV. So anytime I take a picture of anything on my TV and I send it to people, the dick is always in the picture.
We're gonna do it. Anybody that does donations, we take a shot. We're gonna buy a bottle of sun.
I could survive with tequila. I could drink multiple. I could do the orange juice with tequila. I could do the tequila.
Because it doesn't. Yeah, there's something about that light alcohol. It just does not hit you like that dark shit.
I'll be good. Nice. Whew.
It's only if I mix it with some shit, because the night that I did throw up, the nigga that was buying shots was buying fucking dark shots. Yeah, and I had two of them like a dumbass.
Real quick before we wrap, what do we got? Tomorrow we're gonna talk about. I don't want to talk about DIDDY. I want to talk about Tory Lanez tomorrow or hour. We're gonna talk about Tory. Because everybody's talking about DIDDY and that's fucking algorithm up.
Yeah.
Else.
Definitely talk about Tory. Free Tory.
There's other news going on.
Yeah, no news. Trump too. We're gonna talk about Trump.
Yeah, you would want to talk about. Why can't you talk about Trump on Fridays?
I didn't say. I didn't.
No, we'll talk about Trump because Trump needs to be talked about, because we got to denounce Trump and we got to talk about what Trump.
Let's do it. Can I be on the show tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. You already know. Before we leave, real quickly, Vintage, how's it looking so far for? And Kelly answers too. How's it looking so far for DIDDY?
I don't think that. All right. If the jury is really just basing it off of their emotions and not how the judge tells them to how do you say it? How to line it up, he's guilty. But as of right now, I can see the RICO, but I don't think that anybody else will understand, like what Kels and I was speaking about earlier, how I feel like it fits the criteria of what those charges are. But because you need more than one person, it doesn't fit.
Being that we in the early stage of the court case, I think it will build to so that people would see what the racketeering is about. We just gotta wait for that. But so far, he's just guilty. But he's guilty by us. He's guilty by what we see, by the community, and he's also, just by so far for what we hear in the court case. The witnesses have been pretty solid, so it doesn't look like it's going his way. You know what I mean?
I want the truth.
Kels, you didn't see a clip where the man was like how he danced into the courtroom. I gotta find.
You know what? I didn't see. I heard you talking about it. I didn't.
There's no way to look on YouTube at videos you already watched.
No.
Yeah. You could go back and see.
Only on the TV, right? I think it's only on the TV because it's not on the phone.
There's a history. You could go back.
Yeah. All right. So after we come off. I'm
gonna look for you. Said he was dancing going down.
That he danced into the courtroom.
Are you? I know he ain't that sick.
And the first thing that came to my mind was like, yo, the nigga is high.
No, he ain't do that. I'm not guilty.
No, I'm not.
You know he had to do a remix, right?
I think we got the not guilty dance. Let's see.
Brandy said that she thinks the state is being smart with the slow drag out, but it's gonna get them. Well, the feds.
It's gonna ramp up. It's gonna ramp up.
Yo, it's 8 weeks. Like you can't just come out shooting.
After Cassie and
Cassie was just an opener because he did that to somebody that he was in a relationship with for so many years that he so-called loved. So I think like that's
they gotta build it up for him to look bad. Exactly. They gotta just like, oh, he's a monster before they get into that second part.
Look at the names that people now names are being called.
We have celebrities that
witnesses they're gonna have.
And there's more celebs. There's more celebs. There's more. I'm telling you, it's gonna get hot.
Yeah,
it's gonna get real hot.
I mean, we got another 7 weeks, and I think it's gonna get interesting.
Very.
We'll report on it.
Very interesting.
We're not reporting on that tomorrow. We talking about Tory Lanez tomorrow. All right. So. Trump.
You know what? Something might be heard. You know what? It's
crazy. Gotta report on it.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. It's always
people come out and say I'm fucking dick. Then we got to report on it.
We can report it, of course, but that doesn't mean that we believe it. That's what we do. We give our opinions.
Exactly. That's what we do.
That would be so
crazy.
I
mean, shit. They said that he was sucking dick. We reported.
Did they say who's going on tomorrow?
No, and I didn't even know that Cassie's mother went on. So
yeah, she was Cassie's mom went on. Yeah, they go. Yeah, we're gonna have some people coming on there, girl.
Well, do you think that they're removing her husband so that they could call him?
Nah, I mean,
because what's the point of removing him?
Calling Cassie's husband? I mean, Cassie's dad?
I don't know. Cassie's husband.
Husband.
Didn't he didn't go up yet, right?
No.
Kid Cudi going up. Kid Cudi going tomorrow.
Kid Cudi's going, right. Kid Cudi's
is he really going there?
Yeah, he's gonna be up. Remember, gotta remember this too. In the documents in the Cassie
that doesn't
case.
mean that they were gonna call him up though.
No. Well, they gonna call him up for this. Remember his car? Remember about his car? His car.
Right, I remember. I'm just saying it's like this is.
Listen. I don't know what's gonna happen more.
Yes, Cassie. Okay, but Kid Cudi coming up there is a heat up to me. I'm sorry. I think it's about
but he was with Cassie.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they had to call him.
Diddy was doing some Diddy things.
Yeah,
when he was with Cassie.
That's like. They also said that he thought that she was fucking dancing with Chris Brown. That's one of the reasons why he beat her up. Now, if they call Chris and Chris come up there, that's even wilder than Kid Cudi coming up there. I'm just saying, like now,
there is some importance for Kid Cudi. They ain't gonna have no just witnesses just come up from there. He got a part of it. Something's gonna be said tomorrow, and we're gonna be like, God damn, really?
I mean, we don't know. What if he?
They got him up there for reason.
If it did happen, what if he goes up there and lies and say that it didn't?
This shit go. Who gonna let who? Why is he gonna lie?
I don't know.
Because he already.
But he don't want nothing to do with it.
You can't go up there and lie because you already said what you're gonna say. The lawyer, you already went over what you're gonna say with the lawyer. You know what I mean? So when you get up there, this is what you're gonna say. So.
And then not to mention, because they probably would have subpoenaed him anyway, because the best friend said that she didn't want to do it, but the court made her. So they probably would have made it. Okay.
We're gonna have some bombshells.
Well, now, anybody that they want to call up either side, if they don't want to do it, they can subpoena anybody.
They just Michael B. Jordan was supposed to go, but he because of what he was doing with he's doing a lot right now. So his team said that he can't make the court case, but he was supposed to be a witness as well.
Okay, so they're giving grace to people's work.
So Michael, right.
Okay.
Right.
They know
if you ain't busy, you ain't busy. So
yeah, let's see if they call Bieber and Usher. because those were the two youngest that we all know of that has spent a significant time in like living with him. So
I mean, that'll make Diddy look like smart, boy. I tell you.
Right, Gary. That's what I was asking. Like, are they because they forced the best friend, so I guess they can. Well, okay, so now this is gonna really be interesting.
Yeah.
And who's calling him up? The prosecution?
Yes.
Or the defense? Well, the defense didn't call him, so the prosecution. Yeah. They know that he's going to say something.
Right.
Unless he goes, because let's not act like it doesn't happen. Because Kelsey went on stand and she said one thing in her interview, and then went on the stand and said something else. So people do it.
Right. She was talking about the frying pan. No.
I'm not talking. I said no, Kelsey in the Tory.
Okay.
But in this case, Dawn
right, Rashawn,
did the same thing. Right. But I think that she lied to the defense, right?
She lied to the defense. You're right, exactly. Okay. She changed like a story like 4 times. Like how things exactly went down.
Okay.
Well,
I think now Kid Cudi going up there just heats it up, especially if he's going for the prosecution, because they're not going to bring somebody up there that's going to make them look dumb. Again, unless he changes his words or says he can't remember or he pleads the fifth, which I hope he doesn't do any of that. Just be honest. If the man blew up your car, we don't look at you any less of a man. Just like Wale, if he hung you from the fucking balcony, we don't look at you any less of a man. Like, because what the fuck can you do?
Yeah, niggas trying to kill you.
Right, like they're gonna do something one way or another. So, just tell the truth.
I want the truth.
I wonder if they're gonna call Wale. That'll be interesting because he just came out and very zestfully, but he said that.
Oh wow! You're right.
He said he was very, but he said that it wasn't true. He said he never had beef with anybody in the industry.
Niggas don't cover up for themselves.
Exactly.
That's embarrassing.
And up there, he has to tell the truth.
Getting your shit hung
that was my feet.
Yeah, hung over by your ankles. Oh my God.
Ready to school.
We hope everybody tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Truth Be Told podcast. We're in the building.
Tomorrow.
8 o'clock. We'll all be here. We'll talk Tory Lanez. Is he guilty? Is he not? Should he go out? We'll talk Chris Brown and Trump, and then we'll lean on Diddy a little bit.
Good night, guys.
Peace out. Shit alive. Subscribe. Calcutta.
Follow, subscribe, like, comment, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Truth Be Told podcast, Truth Be Told podcast 365. Come find us, follow us, and subscribe.
And come troll with us.
And follow Kels. What's your page?
Thanks for having me.
Calcutta.
Comedy and Cuts. On YouTube.
Cuts on Instagram. Or on YouTube, excuse me. Good night, guys.